It all over the place is not necessary. If the leaks were fixed, and if some tweaks in the way the gas is used were tweaked a little bit, we wouldn't need these huge billion-dollar gas pipelines that are coming through West Roxbury, among other places. The yellow lines going right and left are where the gas lines are. The spikes going up like this indicate a leak. A tall one, obviously, is a big leak. Here's some small ones over here, which indicate smaller leaks. This is Roxbury. You can see there's many very tall leaks. And there's a whole cluster right around Dudley Square, Roxbury. All the new development going on in Dudley Square. This is in the midst of a whole bunch of gas leaks. And here's Port Dorchester, which is a literal mess. Tons of tall and medium-sized gas leaks on all the major boulevards and on a lot of the smaller streets, too. Here's Jamaica Plain, which for some reason is not suffering as bad as those other two neighborhoods. There are less spikes, but there's still a couple of huge ones. Right near the pond, right near Jamaica Pond, there's two big ones.
I helped organize this event. We've been coordinating it for the past 4 years. It's our 5th year. We moved from one neighborhood to the next to try to to seed more gardens and get more people coming out and learning about ways they can provide food, flowers, herbs for themselves, whether it's indoors or outdoors. I think it's a chance to exchange ideas and get some really great advice from master gardeners, from other gardeners, whether they're beginning or they've more advanced, they've been doing it for a long time. Gardening is something that is always evolving, always changing, and people who garden know how they connect to nature. They put their hands in the ground and they look for the worms and they look to make sure that everything is working together, and I think coming to this event, Spring Planting, lets people start envisioning their garden and thinking about what they're going to do for the spring and what their food sources are going to be throughout the summer. People need to be conscious that when we talk about sustainability or we talk about green, that it doesn't have to be something magic or something that's out of reach. It's something that we can all do very easily. We need to just be thinking about what that means in our lives and work together as families and neighborhoods to make the changes necessary.
We have some gravel here, so you can get this at Home Depot. It's important not to get gravel that's like from your driveway or something because it has a lot of nasty stuff in it. Dump it in the bottom. So it's about an inch thick. And this is so if you put it on a porch or something and you water it, all the soil won't wash out the bottom. So this is just like a catchment on the bottom. I was teaching people how to make a garden in a burlap bag. It's really easy to get started. We got all of the burlap bags from JP Licks. They donated them to us. Otherwise, they would be throwing them out, so it's a really great, cheap thing to build a garden in. You need 4 posts, a couple gallons of gravel, and some potting soil, and some seedlings to get it all going. Potting soil is the best to use. It has a lot of nutrients. It's really hard to find some land to grow things on, especially like lettuces and just really simple greens that are easy to grow yourself and can get expensive if you're buying them all the time. So I started doing it here in Boston after learning about it in Tanzania. I was helping some people build gardens over there, and that was a method that some people used, especially elderly people and also people who didn't have access to land would do it that way. Elderly people, because you don't need to be very mobile to sit there and weed it, which is a really great asset. So this will be our base of soil on this gravel column. And then we have 4 posts that we'll put in the corners. So make a square. It's really fun to do with kids. I got into growing things when I was little. It's something that is still fascinating for me, but kids seeing where food comes from, how it grows, what goes into it, that it starts out as a little seed is really important to convey, and I think it gives people a better appreciation of food. It makes them want to eat their vegetables because they know where it's coming from. They take pride in it because they grew it themselves. So getting kids involved, this is a really easy way for kids to get involved and to watch a garden grow throughout the summer. So take it nice and gently and just place it right in there. Just press it right in. And that's it.
The planting thing was very fun because we got to put rocks in and soil and a plant, and it was fun. When I go home, I'm going to plant a flower in soil, and I'm going to get some soil and water and plant it at home. I got my hands dirty. I wiped it off my pants. And I had fun.
Today we're doing outreach. We're trying to get information to people about our programs, like our Build a Garden program and the many cooking workshops that we have available. We've gotten a lot of people that have signed up for our Build a Garden program, which is so great. And that is like we go to people's houses and we build them gardens. We provide everything along with workshops on how to set up your garden and what to grow when, and people love it.
As an intern, I'm moving past what we call the Summer Youth Program, when we bring youth and adults here from diverse backgrounds and socioeconomic class to work on the farm and learn about agriculture and social justice issues. As an intern, you take a step further in that, where you learn how agriculture and social justice really intersect, and how you can make a difference and impact the community in multiple ways through the work that you do here at the Fruit Project. We have farms in Lincoln, Boston, Lynn, and Beverly. The most common one that people would probably reach from this area would be the one in Dudley.
The Food Project is so great and you'll love it, and I think everybody should come down, maybe volunteer, just check us out.
We were invited to participate. We've done it every year. We actually enjoy it a lot. We find a lot of people are interested in eating more plant-based foods and having animal-based foods sort of fall out of their diet. And a lot of them are just looking for a little information, a little encouragement, and they're very happy to learn that we have monthly events and that we put on a big Boston Vegetarian Food Festival every October. A lot of them want some good plant-based recipes. A lot of them want some nutrition information. A lot of them just want sort of a big picture of all of the environmental reasons and animal cruelty reasons for eating switching your diet towards a plant-based. So then they like to hear about our events, and I invite them to sign our low-volume email list or to go to our website, bostonveg.org, and check out the information and recipes that are there.
We have a farm in Dorchester on Fabian Street, and we have a seedling sale every spring in May. So I wanted to come and giving away some free seeds for gardeners, and also telling people about our seedling sale on May 9th from 9 to 1 at 38 Fabian Street. We sell vegetables and herbs and flowers, seedlings for gardeners so that they can not worry about starting their own plants. And we have a coupon for people that have 15% off. I think plants are amazing. I love working with plants. I love eating vegetables, and I love working with my hands in the dirt. So I became a farmer so that I could do really work on getting people in low-income communities of color better access to fresh vegetables.
So we have a lot of different organizations that come out. Those are just a few of them, and it's really helpful when folks have knowledgeable people that they can come and ask those questions of.
Thanks for watching. Don't leave. We'll be right back after the show.
Around Town is made possible by funding from Comcast and is produced in partnership with Boston Neighborhood Network.